describe how much Austin Carter-Samuels means to you and has meant to you in your time in Missouri?
Yeah, Austin's been a huge influence in a lot of my decisions here. Just really in my mental psyche and my development as a quarterback, for sure. My freshman year, he was involved in a lot of stuff as far as giving me information on what was going on in the staff meetings that necessarily I probably shouldn't have known about, but it helped me out a lot because it put me in the right state of mind when we were gonna get ready to get into the conversation on whether I wanted to redshirt or whether I wanted to play. It gave me some time to think about that, so that was huge from that standpoint, starting off really early in my career, and then now when he's in the quarterback room, he's on the sideline with us. It's like having a brother on the field with you that knows a lot about football and knows you. He knows me inside and out, knows how I operate. That's what he really wanted to get done this summer, was to figure out who I am as a person, how I'm motivated, how I work, so that when we get out on the field in high-stress situations, we can be on the same page.
With Taylor Powell, what have you seen from him since the spring, and especially on Saturday when he was able to take over?
Yeah, I think Taylor is going to be he'll be the same guy every single day, just what you want as a quarterback. You don't want a guy that's up and down and sporadic. He's going to bring the same energy every day, bring a real, he's going to bring a real, how am I trying to say this? Like step-by-step approach every single day. He has a regimen, he knows what he's doing every day, he gets his job done, gets it done at a high level, and then when he went out on the field, I think you saw it, made a lot of smart plays with the ball, took care of the offense, marched down the field that first drive he got in there, didn't end up getting the touchdown, but I thought he played a great game.
Drew, I don't know how much film you guys have watched Wyoming, but I know their defense is big on forcing turnovers. Just, if you have, what seems to make them so good at that, and how big is ball security and really not overthrowing guys and giving them a window to kind of pick you off this weekend?
Yeah, I think their defense flies around really well. They make plays. They run to the ball. We're starting our linebackers second before the play starts, and our scout team looks right now so that we can just simulate how fast they get to the ball. I mean, that's what they do. They rally, they play really hard, 24/7. Got a lot of different looks that they're really good at. They're going to give you a bunch of stuff. I think we just need to be on our A game mentally and physically, but especially in the quarterback room as far as being mentally. We need to watch a lot of film this week and make sure we know what they're doing every single play.
Drew, last week you mentioned you talked to Tony Romo about night games. You guys got a night game coming up on Saturday. Just what advice did Tony give you, and how do you think it'll help?
Yeah, we talked a lot about how to just maintain a level head throughout the day. You get there Friday night. When you say Friday night, you get there around 5:30, 5:45 on a Friday. You don't end up playing until 6 o'clock on a Saturday. You're laying around the hotel. Don't want to go crazy looking over your game plan all day, because that's really not going to do anything good for you, because you'll start overthinking things instead of just going out there and playing. So you got to look over just a little bit. You also don't want to sit and stare at a TV screen all day. It's just a lot of things you got to balance on a long day. And he was talking about just keeping your mind focused, whether that's like doing something like a crossword or something, playing Sudoku, just doing little things like that. To take your mind away from football, but not necessarily sit there like a lump on a log all day long. Because when you do that, you're going to come out really flat. It's going to take you maybe a quarter to get into the game. And if you're playing a good team, sitting a quarter out is definitely not a good way to start the game.
Hey Drew, back to your when you were a freshman year throwing passes to Cam Hilton. One, just how good could he have been if he would have stayed at that position, and how much growth have you seen over him? Maybe in the last year. He didn't play much last year. Now he's out there as a starter.
Yeah, I think if Cam was on the offensive side of the ball, we would have had a lot of connections up until this point. He was a great receiver. I think he's just really spatially aware of what's going on, which is why he's really good on defense right now as well. He has really good hands. A couple of diving catches in that BYU game. Our first catch was against South Carolina. It was the scariest throw I had all year, because I knew it was going to be a completion to him. Knew he was going to be open. It was like I just got to get him the ball and not mess this one up. But now he's taken over the role on defense. I think he's doing a great job. He's upset with himself. He feels like he dropped a pick or two last week, but that's just who he is. He's super determined to be the leader of that defense and be one of the better players in the SEC this year, and I think he can do that.
Drew, we talked so much the last year about Emmanuel and how big a deep threat he is. And you ever surprised that he just continues to get open despite everybody seemingly knowing that's his strength?
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit after watching the film, and I don't know, I'm not a defense coordinator by any means, but I'm definitely not going one high and pressing Emmanuel if I'm ET Mark. But that's what they did, and we took advantage of it. I think we'll be ready for other looks from different defenses. We'll see what he gets this week, but that's why we have a lot of really good football players on the offense. Still have Albert, JJ, and Nate, and you saw those young guys making plays. So if they are to take away Emmanuel, that just opens up other guys, and I think Emmanuel's okay with that. He just wants us to win football games. He wants to thrive, but he also wants other people in the office to thrive as well. So he's all for people playing a little cloud over the top of him.
Drew, you talked about preparation on Saturday. What's the preparation like for you guys as a team on Friday as you're kind of going from practices into a game day?
Yeah, I think our biggest thing on a Friday is the walkthrough that we have. Just being really locked in. We go over substitution review, personnel, and it'll leave a weird taste in your mouth when we don't get in the right formation or don't get in the right personnel. The wrong team runs out. So being mentally focused on a Friday, starting that weekend off really well from a mental standpoint and even a physical standpoint, running a couple plays here and there. But I think just being mentally sharp really gets us out on the right foot going into the weekend. And the last Friday was perfect. No miss. Teams going out there, no miss personnel. It was really clean, and I think we all felt it. We were all ready to go. It's just how it needs to feel, and that's how it's going to feel this Friday.
Drew, what about freshman receivers and just in general, a lot of big plays? How impressed are you with the athleticism and explosiveness of your offense?
Yeah, I was extremely impressed with the young guys and how they played. I think one thing that I'm looking for is not necessarily, from last week they played great. Last week was awesome. I'm happy that they had that experience, and Cam got to score a touchdown and Jalen got to catch a couple balls, but I'm looking forward to repeat it again in a week. We can all live in the past, but no one cares about last Saturday anymore. It's all about what you do this week. So I'm excited to see how they can come out and prep. They practiced really well today. I want to see how they keep moving forward Wednesday and Thursday, and mentally Friday, how they get ready, see if they're going to relax a little bit. Last week was dope. I'm a ball player now. I'm going to chill. I don't think they're going to do that, which is why I'm really excited about it, but I think that's the big step in their development as leaders on the offense and leaders to become a really good wide receiver.
Got time for two more, so we'll go here and then one in the back of the room.
Drew, I think you threw passes to 10 different receivers, at least that ended up with catches. How does that help your game in going through your progressions? Where maybe in the past, maybe there were just a couple of guys and maybe you had favorites too, but you're now more options. Just how that helps your growth?
Yeah, I think that started this summer with how much we put the work in as an offense. Me throwing to plenty of different guys, not just throwing with the, so to say, ones. I mean, there's going to be a good chance of other guys getting on the field just because they're ball players that need to be on the field. We're going to find packages for these guys. I think that's what you saw last Saturday. I think that's what we're going to continue to see. It's awesome for a quarterback to be able to not even really worry about going out there and calling a formation, not worrying about who's in the slot, who's an X, who's a Z, who's a Y, just knowing that they're going to get their job done, and if you throw it to them, they're going to catch the ball. It's pretty relaxing feeling at Q, and I'm definitely grateful for it.